Hi sunshine, welcome back to my channel, A Santa Blue. How y'all doing today? If this is the first time you're here at this channel, hey, hit the subscription, that bell notification so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. You liking the hair? I think I like it. Alright, so today, sunshine, I will be talking about books that I have read. That's my second passion is reading. I really love reading. And I started reading, well, I always used to read, but I think I really fell in love with reading when I was in seventh grade. We had a reading contest, and I had to, the one who read the most end up winning. I was the one that won. I can't remember what the prize was, probably a book, because sometimes I feel like I don't participate in a lot of contests because really the price usually sucks. So I think that's why I'm not competitive. But yeah, I started reading then, and still up to this day I love reading. I'm gonna put my hand in trying to write a book. Most likely gonna be a fanfic. I kind of have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but once I do I will let y'all know. So you like to hear, I kind of trying new stuff out this year. um I figure, um you know, why not just do something new? So um so we're pink today, I like it. I don't know why, but I do like it. It's like, it's just something I will do, I guess. But yeah. So today, like I said, I'm gonna go over books that I've read. So like I said, I started in seventh grade, and there's a lot of books that I remember reading, like Sweet Valley High, Nancy Drew, the Harding Brothers. um, I remember my mom used to have subscription to I Can Read books, so we used to get monthly subscription with that. And I just remember going through, like, I remember when we first got it, I think it was like when I was in first grade, and I don't think I was really interested in reading then. I did not get into reading until, like I said, in seventh grade. So we had weekly readers. We had all the encyclopedias that you could think of. I think not Britannia, but we had all the encyclopedias, children, youth, worldwide. We had all the encyclopedias. So, you know, all the Bible stories, everything. We had so much books, but like I said, I did not get into it until seventh grade. My mom even used to try trick us. And I don't know, well, yeah, it was a game she had. She said that they used to do when she was young, and she had us playing the game. So we will read, and if we come across a number, and it have to be spelled out. So say you read it and you saw one, O-N-E, that's your point. So you read the whole book, and the person that have the most point win. Ah, those was the days. Yeah, but that still did not get me into reading. Like I said, it was in seventh grade was when I really got into reading, and I love it. I love it because it's like an escape. Just the writer is bringing you on an adventure, and the description of the places they are and stuff like that, it just was something I liked. And so I remember reading, after going through that, the competition, then I started going to the library to look for books. I think my first book I checked out was The Secret Garden and the Little Princess, and they became one of my favorite books. I love The Secret Garden. I don't. The story of this little girl that just persevered through everything, through tragedy, and then just getting a good outcome. And I just love that story. Little Princess, the same thing. And I guess it's like the similarity of the story is why I like it. So, Little Princess. Secret Garden, if you haven't read it, that's a must read. I think it's really a good story. The author is um, Francis Hudson Burnett. And I am not a person that knows authors because, like I said, I've read a lot of books, And people used to be like, who's my favorite author? And I could tell you, I really don't know. I just know what was my favorite book, but I don't know who's the favorite author. Go figure. um, I read a lot of Selwyn's romance book. I read a lot of Harlequin's romance book. Um, I think I did the Little Prairie series. I did the full series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. That's a good read. I saw the when it used to be on TV, and then I got the books and I read it, and it was really a good read, honestly and truly. I think they did try to do the story as much as they could from the book, but I thought the books was like really, really better. Um, I did all of Harry Potter series, and during the time when I was doing the Harry Potter series, I got introduced to another author, Tomorrow. I wrote it down because, like I said, I don't think Tamora Price. Tamora Price, and I hope I'm saying this right. So she writes a lot of futuristic, mystical kind of stories. And I remember when I was there, I was at Barnes and Nobles, and this lady was like, I was just looking for a book, and she said, "Well, you like Harry Potter," and I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Well, if you like Harry Potter, you're gonna like this," and she had gave me Alana, the First Adventure, and so I was looking at the book and I was like, okay, I'll try. She said, I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. So I was like, fine. So I got the book and I started to read it, and she did not lie about it. I love that book. And then when I was reading it, come to find out it was a series. So the series was Songs of the Lions, and it basically is about this girl Alana that decided she wanted to be a knight, and so she dressed herself as a boy, cut her hair, and went into to be a knight. And she got bullied because of her size. She was small statured, and a lot of stuff that she didn't like, and her strength. So instead of making that being her issue, she decided to overcome the bully, and she decided to get stronger, smarter, and she did all of the persevering until she became a knight. And that was the best book ever. The whole series is awesome. Like, I don't know if you could find it now. If you could, I guarantee that's a good read, especially for females, about female empowerment. I think that's a good book of showing a heroine and the stuff that she go through. Because a lot of time when you read about female heroines, sometimes they're a weakling or something like that, and I can't stand that, or they're dumb or something. Yeah, I'm not talking about the heroes like Wonder Woman and all of that stuff, although I still, but with Alana's it was just a refreshing take of a person not using their femininity or the sexuality to get what she wanted. She wanted to be a knight, and she knew she had to endure, and she did, and persevere, and she did, and she became a hero. So that story is awesome. I recommend it if you ever. Tomorrow Price. That series is a Song of Lions, and it has 4 books in that, and then it have like 3 other sagas that a continuation to the series. The other one, which was Protection, the Immortal, which is another heroine, and I cannot remember her name. And again, I love the way she did the character, being strong and doing what she have to do to be a hero. So if you could, it's a lot of books in the series, but I guarantee I was not bored. I read all of them, and I really, really and truly enjoyed myself with that series. We have like The Protector of the Small that have 4 books in there. The Immortal have 4 books. Daughters of Lioness have 2. So again, a good read. And so I then ran into, I think my favorite genre is paranormal romance. The reason is because it's different. I think I like uniqueness. I like difference. Once the stories is like predictable or the same, boy meet girl, girl don't like boy, then they fall in love, have sex, blah blah blah. Yeah, no. Give me something. you know, werewolves, shapeshifters, whatever. As long as it, but don't make it be predictable. Also, let it have something that is catching, and you want to see it, and that's me. So I read 50 Shade of Grey. No, I didn't really too care for it. It was alright, but was not really my cup of tea. Matter of fact, actually, it kind of reminded me of Twilight, and I didn't really care for the Twilight series either. I read all of it because I'm a person that if there's a series, I'm going to read the whole series. So even if I don't like it, I'm going to read the whole series. I did Dean Koontz. I don't do a lot of him. I think I read like 4 of his books. I can't do him because he's too long-winded. I he does too much description and I can't do that. Like I understand you wanna, like if you wanna describe a place for me, fine. But I don't wanna have you describe a person morning ritual to the bone. That is just too boring. He get up, he rub his eyes, he look at the mirror. He went in the bathroom. He brushed his teeth. He went in the shower, got his soap, got the washcloth. No, that's too much. He bathed, he brushed his teeth, he ate breakfast. That's it. Then you go on. Like, if you take a whole 2 page to do that, like, no. So I found myself skipping through. And he had some great storylines. Honestly, he has some wonderful storylines. But again, I can't do the long-winded. So that's the only reason I can't do him. Um, and then I did like Jared Chapman Highline series. Again, love those. Centered around, I want to say 7 sisters, and their husbands are from the past and they're in the present, and then the future came in. So it's just a lovely story. I love that. Um, Christina Feehan is another author that I have read. She have like a vampire series, and I never finished it because I felt like she was taking too long to reach to the ending, and so I kind of quit. But I had loved the stories because it was just a uniqueness of vampires. Like she basically kind of give you of how vampire turn. So it was like basically these guys are, I mean, this race of people, Capethians, I hope I'm saying it right, that something happened and they are not producing a lot of females. They could have kids, but they're producing males and they are females. And then there's when they do, is also protecting, like they have to protect the females because the vampires are trying to force them to mate them. And the thing about it, so I'm kind of jumping around, but so when Capethians turn a certain age, the male the male, they lose the ability to see in colors and the ability to have feelings. So they don't have no feelings, and they can only could see, I guess, black and white. They don't see no colors. But when they encounter the life mate, then they know it's the life mate because they're gonna see colors and they're gonna feel emotion. And so that's the basis of it. These Carpathians turn vampires if, while feeding on a human, and they killed the human so they could feel the rush, then they turn into a vampire. And then the Carpathians have to turn around and kill said vampires. I know, it's just one of those things, but I love the storyline. It was awesome. But like I said, I could not I couldn't finish just because I felt like she was taking too long to get to the story, so I did not finish it. I did Sandra Hill. I love Sandra Hill. She's a next good author. I'm not reading a lot, right? I have not read a lot of these. As I said, I'm now doing a lot of fanfic again because I change up all the time. I don't have house to do. But Sandra Hill's another author. She is funny as hell. I got she had like these Viking seas where they came from the past and they're in the present and they found and then they're fighting the demons and all of that stuff, and that was a good series. Oh, now I think about there was another, I can't remember her name, but I had did this whole, if I could remember, because I read this whole series on demigods and shifters and stuff like that, and that was a good story because but I cannot remember the author name. See what I tell you, I read a lot of books. But yeah, these are few that I read, and I like them, so share. Do you like to read? Do you have a favorite book? Do you have a favorite author? Do you want to share? Drop a comment in the link below. So sunshine, I will see y'all in the next video. Um, so subscribe, like, share, comment, let me know. Have a good one.